Going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Outside the Arc. It's about 2:11 PST in the morning in Los Angeles, and James Harden just got traded to the Los Angeles Clippers. And looks like a couple hours back, I had to get up and make a quick emergency video. The Sixers are trading James Harden to the Los Angeles Clippers for Marcus Morris, Nick Batum, Robert Covington, KJ Martin, and draft picks. And my immediate impression is okay, the Clippers are pretty stacked. They don't, they didn't really give up anything of value per se to the Sixers. Marcus Morris, Clippers fans have been begging for him to be on the out for months now, going on a year. Nicholas Batum, they solid, but not again not a critical player. Robert Covington, I would say Robert Covington has some value there, and then you gave up KJ Martin, who's a okay young talent, but was gonna sit on the bench this season a lot with the level of depth the Clippers had. The Clippers are stacked now, and the Clippers outside of the Nuggets, to me, obviously you have your typical contenders. You have your Nuggets, your Suns, your Warriors, and I think on the outside looking in, you've got your Lakers. But to me, the dark horse in all of this is the Los Angeles Clippers. If they stay healthy, these guys have a legit shot to win an NBA championship. I'm sort of interested to see how the backcourt of Russell Westbrook and James Harden pair again, and I we'll see the level of defense sort of being played and whether those guys are on the court at the same time. But when you've got potentially Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Ivica Zubac, it's kind of hard not to look at this team and be like, yeah, that's one of the tougher teams in the league. I really think that the Clippers are the dark horse in the Western Conference to come out of the West, and I think they are probably the team that poses the biggest threat to the Nuggets if they're healthy. I think the Clippers are loaded, and I think other teams have been kind of prematurely counting them out because of the injury history, and the Clippers sort of the way they've exited the playoffs the last couple of years. But I'd be careful. I'd be careful because these guys with this trade, I think um, these guys are big time, and they were big time before this, but they're going to be a force to be reckoned with now. Um, you've got a guy like James Harden facilitating for both Kawhi and PG, and I mean they already had Russ. I mean, Russ isn't, to me, obviously isn't Russ of old, but they already had Russ, and now you've got an absolute superstar like James Harden facilitating for two massive superstars um, you know, in your front court. So yeah, the league should be on notice. And on the 76ers front, if you're Joel Embiid, I'm not sure how you stay with the franchise and don't request a trade. I mean, the Sixers, they are they're moving in the wrong direction. They don't look like they're really serious in terms of competing for a championship. They're now further away than a lot of these teams. Maybe even Miami, for competing for a championship. So they're certainly not on the level of the Celtics or the Bucks. And now we have to question if they're even on the level of Miami. And if you're Joel Embiid, you look at a trade like this, you look at sort of what the Sixers have done recently, and not keeping some of these superstars, and you got to be thinking to yourself, man, I might be out of here soon, because that is because now you're really by yourself, right? Outside of Tyrese Maxey, who's an up and coming superstar, but it just doesn't look like the Sixers are they're headed in that championship competing direction, and you got to feel for their fans. But I'm stoked to watch some Clippers basketball and see how these guys gel. Let me know your guys' thoughts about the trade in the comment sections below. As always, if you like these commentary style videos, make sure you drop a thumbs up. Subscribe. It's your boy Outside the Arc. Fucking hell, the Clippers are loaded.